is up, everybody? Today we are out and about. Gonna switch it up. I've been fishing a lot of bridges and a lot of like other structures like that. Today I think we're just gonna go exploring. There's a ton of broken pilings all over the bays around where I'm at. So I'm gonna try and find some and, you know, fish some bottom sweeper jigs with some crabs. So stay tuned, I'll show you my setup. All right, so today I think I'm gonna start with 1/4 ounce maybe, and then if, you know, the tide gets a little too much, we'll move up to half ounce, and then probably my max is gonna be a 3/4. Reason being, the heavier the weight of the jig, the harder it is to feel those bites. But it's kind of like a catch-22, because if you don't have enough weight to hold your jig, you know, in the strike zone or the feeding zone, you're not going to catch many fish. Came prepared with a bunch of sand fleas, dug some up. I also have some mud crabs, Asian shore crabs, but I think we'll start with the sand fleas and see where it takes us. All right, so I got a bottom sweeper tied on. What I like to do, if I'm using sand fleas, I try and hook them halfway through like this, and then the biggest thing that I found that works really well, if you snip a part off, it gets the scent in the water, and you know, I've had way more success cutting a little bit of the crab off, but that to me is perfect presentation for what we're doing. All right, we're gonna try right here. There we go. Oh, striper. Easy release for me. There we go. Whoa, what did we just hook into? I don't think it knew it was hooked. Hooked just now. Oh yeah, that's a sheep. That's a sheep. I love those vertical runs, man. Ooh. Man, it's a better one. Oh yeah. Oh no, that's a striper, ain't it? Yep, son of a gun. Man, he ran like a sheep. Ugh. That would have been a nice sheepshead. Ah, man. Get you back in the water. There he goes. Oh, nice tail splash. All right, man. So that was good. There was a fish right there. I had a feeling there might have been, but this time of year there's so many stripers around that, you know, you never would think a striped bass would be a bycatch, but they're, you know, just as thick as the Tautog are, and if you're not like right in the feeding zone of the sheepshead, man, you're going to be playing with a lot of different species. Can't even, there we go. There we go. There we go. Spunky. There we go. That's what we wanted. Sheep. Alright, that's a beautiful specimen. We're gonna get him back in. There he goes. There we go. There we go. I think Tautog. Yep, Tautog. Spunky fella. Alright, let's try it right here. It's funny, man, the wind is like a good and a bad thing. On a day like today, it's perfect because it keeps the bugs, because this time of year the gnats become almost unbearable in certain parts. But then there's days where it's a little too much wind, and you can barely hold where you want to hold. There we go. I think it's a sheep. Oh yeah, not a bad one. Oh, as we get waked. Wake season has begun. Look at that. Nice sheepshead and a wake. We'll try right here. Oh, son. Oh no, he got me in the piling. Oh, come on, get out there, get out there, get out there. Come on, gotta get him out of this. Come on. There we go. There we go. He does not want to go on this side of the kayak. That's where we're going to drive you, buddy. Ah, there we go. Let me try and get out of this little area before I get crushed. Talk about some quick acting, man. What the nice thing of these pilings, man, is there's just a multitude of fish that are attracted to them. I mean, one, they are a way for fish to get out of the current. Two, they usually have some type of life on them, if not crabs, barnacles, algae, you know, things that attract smaller fish that bring in the bigger fish. The only disadvantage of fishing these guys is on a windy day like today, it can be very difficult holding your place. I'll tell you what, a lot of this fishing is honestly experimenting and seeing what's working and what's not. You know, there's a ton of... Alright, I just hooked up as my battery died. I think it's a striper. I could be wrong. Oh, son. He is running. I'm trying to keep myself. Yeah, I think it's gotta be a striper. If it's a sheep, man, it's probably the weirdest fighting sheep, but the more I think, it's got to be a striper. I got my drag pretty darn tight because we're fishing next to the pilings, and I'm not trying to lose the jigs. You can, you know, lose a lot of jigs if you have your drag set a little bit loose. Man, this guy is just... It's got to be a striper. I just want to see it. I just saw a flash. Oh yeah, straight bass. Let me get the... Not a bad one. Try and get him up here. Oh man, he is not tired one bit. Come on, buddy. I'm trying to get you back. There we go. All right, got him. Now I just gotta secure my rod and make sure we're not crashing into any pilings or anything. All right, I had to pull the kayak to the side because the wind is just so brutal right now, and I didn't want to spend too much time with this guy out of the water. He wasn't going anywhere. He was hooked perfectly. We're gonna get him back in. Now, fish like this that just went to battle, man, you just gotta take your time with releasing them. When they're ready, when he's ready, he'll go. And like one of the best things I've learned is just taking care of these fish. Like, look at that, that's pretty cool. You know,